Alright boys, it's Jev. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have something different today. It is Milestone Macdonald release day on a Tuesday, which is pretty surprising. So we're going to go over this update and see what has changed in Warno and see how it'll affect the meta right now, hopefully in a great way. So like I said, Macdonald is out now. If you guys do have Warno, it's probably updated by now. Love Warno out here. Here's General Macdonald. I'll probably make him the thumbnail. Don't really care about his history though, sadly. But more on about the Milestone. So Milestone Macdonald features the new British operation, hold until relieved. I won't go over much into that operation just because I am going to make a separate video about that. If you guys know, I do make operation videos. I put a little cinematic in the first and then it's live commentary as the latter half of the video, so tune in for that. Speaking of cinematics, I will have a new Warno cinematic coming. The last one I did was Castle, and I've learned a lot from it, so I'm actually happy to start going on the next cinematic here. There was a new rank play optimized for dual variants. If you guys didn't know, they already started, like for 2 lakes, they made the map a little smaller. So hopefully for Black Forest and also Vertigo, they also made those maps smaller and adjusted the points on there too, because Black Forest is just insanity when you go on that map. It's like 60 minutes no matter what. One more about the operation. It's a scripted single player mission, if you guys don't know, about the British Army on the Rhine. The boundary between Sintag and Norfag has been fighting to determine rearguard battle against the invading Warsaw Pact. For reinforcements to come from staging points further west, time is needed to be bought on the battlefield. It's cool little challengers. Cool parallax effect he has on those still images there. I asked him about it, like he can teach me to do it, man. That man was like, hey man, you trying to take my job? But whatever. So here's a little layout of the dual maps. We can see them a little bit. So yeah, they made the zone smaller. They actually broke up this zone right here into 2 pieces. That's actually because, you know, forward deploy airborne units are a pain right now. So in order to try and quell just people using airborne spam the whole time, they try and switch the maps up to keep people a little even. Get a little even. Black Forest, though, I'm looking at here, is very interesting. Black Forest looks very interesting. A little smaller. Trying to force you to play there. That is the new airport map. If you guys haven't seen it, I can link one of those videos. I probably won't. Let's be honest, man. It's early in the morning. I want to eat breakfast right now. Massive gameplay patch part 1. Let's see, guys. Ready now? We'll go over the ready now stuff and then go into the patch notes. I don't really care about the stuff that's scheduled for next patch because that's simply not here right now. Ready now, global adjustment to all the weaponry that the infantry can have. HMG penetration implemented. Nice. Global buff of explosions to be more in line with the area of effect. Beautiful. Global adjustment to ground and ground to air autocannons. As always, they do adjust those constantly. Improved aircraft maneuverability and flight autonomy. Now that is something we've been asking for a while. Global adjustment to aircraft guns. Overall adjustment to, you know what, the global adjustment to aircraft guns. I wonder how that's going to do. A lot of people, they dive on helos a lot to bail them out when they don't get enough AA or things like that. So if they did reduce the amount of ammo or rate of fire on those, that could be a detriment to the helo meta right now. We'll see how that has developed. Overall adjustment of aircraft HE bombs. Overall adjustment of mortars, howitzers, MLRS. That is something people have been asking for since this game first came out of January of last year. So for the RD boys out there, looks like they're starting to bless you guys. Adjustment to unarmed recon to enhance their usefulness. I agree with that. Recon warfare is now who can get to a point quicker and whose recon units have more boom booms, yo. It's pretty annoying. This is pretty cool. I like that they started doing that. Okay, we'll go over some of the code fixes first. Don't really care about the operation there. AI being cautious. Fix the crash on airport. Black screen. So these are just fixes. Improve napalm avoidance by AI units. So overall, just making the AI better, which is always a great thing to see. And here's the good stuff here. I'll briefly just go over some things. You guys can pause the screen if you guys want to take a look, or check out the Warno Steam page. Hearts or splash damage and suppression increased by 6% is an amazing thing. People have been asking for more real life accurate explosions, because a lot of these things, like a plane will drop a 500-pound bomb on a tank and it won't do anything. Like, come on, man.
More gas, driver.
Now you know that tank is dead. Come on. Mortar suppression has been decreased by 15%. It's actually really good. Mortar spam is and has been on the high. Let's see what that does. 3% damage to suppress splash radius. HE set to 1. Interesting. Rocket RE rate of fire and time modifications depending on the caliber. Supply cost has been increased by 20%. Overall pass on rocket RD damage and splash on par with caliber. Okay. Cluster rocket RD is horrible and I don't recommend you use it. Slightly better chance of starting a fire in the surrounding areas. It's just not something that's going to bring me back to cluster RD. Hopefully they do make another adjustment on there in the next patch. Overall pass on plane cannons and Gatlings harmonizing outputs, so it's mostly a nerf. So let's see. All planes except the A-10 and Su-25 turn radius has been reduced. All plane speed has been reduced except the A-10 Su-25, and the Harrier got a buff. Hey, Harrier gang. Harrier is nice, even though it's very slow and the turn radius sucks. All planes get 40 plus seconds of flight time. Overall pass on plane pricing, depending on the modifications, is most likely increased by quite a bit. Fix the issue of several planes. Don't care about the issues really. HE bomb and splash. Nice. LGB is accurate because it is a laser, so it should be a laser. HE and napalm bomb accuracy increased by 75%. Good. Is 75% too much? What do you guys think? Overall pass on spags, HE, and suppression slightly decreased. Remove the sorting of shots for all spags. Interesting. And this is what everybody's been waiting on. Changes to the HMG, dealing a bit more damage on light vehicles. 5-point increase to all HMGs. Small weapons, HE and suppression increased by caliber. Let you guys look at those stats. To me, that looks like LMGs will be quite nice. You can get LMG teams that's like 2 or 3 LMGs deep. That would be really good now. Accuracy buff to those as well. Remove assorted shots. LMG aim time increase. Interesting. Splash reduced. They get more suppression. Minimum range reduced. Grenade launchers. They touch the grenade launchers. Let's see. Time between shots increase. Makes sense. Grenade launcher minimum range increase. Okay. Grenade launcher suppression by 15%. Valid. Decreased availability. Thank you. A lot of decks out here have a lot of those. Autocannons, don't really care for. They always change those some way, shape, or form. They're relatively decent no matter what, though. Recon prices, mainly kilos. Damage increased to S-24 rockets. 5mm output. Let's look here. Salvo length decreased to 4. You get more ammo. Nice. Is that them not fixing the time to kill? Increase the ammo. A lot of people were complaining that you would use all your ammo fighting one unit, which is very valid. So increasing the ammo is a pretty good thing. NATO boys. Suppression. Reduced MLRS availability. This is something everybody complains about for quite a bit. BRDM2 Rico availability reduced. Green Archer availability increase. So, like I said, they want you to use unarmed recon for recon and not for rushing a point and cheating people. VOA gets GRS trait and forward deployment. So the GRS trait is basically if that vehicle is standing still, their optics get increased so they can see more. So same with the Fitz V and the Sonderwagen. Fitz V is American, Sonderwagen is the German. Green Archer, they get forward deployment. Forward deployment to make you use those unarmed units. Decrease the Sage's optics from normal to mediocre. Now that's what the Sage is really good for. They have no armor at all, which makes me think 50 cals will tear them up now, especially since there's a little pin there. But them having stealth and good optics made them snipers, man. Packed, the UPK accuracy is divided by 2. That just means they have 2 Gatling guns, so they're changed the accuracy on those, which still doesn't really make sense. D44 cannon rate of fire reduced to 10. D44 was a machine gun of an AT gun. It was crazy. Fixed increase B Gatling range on par with its counterparts. Get the traits. Pioneer Flam superior RPO availability changes depending on deck. TO55. The spam tanks have been reduced. Decrease PT76's optics from normal to mediocre on par with other tanks. Zentrum. Vopos KDA. MG. Fishigger Metis availability has been reduced to 1 card. That is really good. Zentrum is kind of just every deck combined, so it's good that they are making some changes to that deck, because that's the deck everybody just plays, because it is pretty OP. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will put in some videos of the maps and whatnot as well. Thank you.